You'll notice he no longer suffers delusions of humanity.
Affirmative.
Can you count, suckers? I say the future is ours. If you can count.
Has editing your content become a burden, or you just don't have the skill set?
I wish I could focus on content production, but post-editing takes so much time and effort.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We'll look no further. Here at Asylum 99 Studios, I can help you create professional quality videos that will be sure to captivate viewers. With my creativity and skill, along with your content, assets, and ideas, I can bring your vision into the simulation. I offer the following services: video clipping and organization, content creation, VFX, SFX, and motion graphics, intro and outro assets. Requests may be taken upon further discussion. So if you're a content creator, short on time because you're out living your best life, or you wish you could focus all your energy into producing content, reach out to Asylum 99 Studios today.
What are you waiting for?
What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for?
Don't settle for mediocre videos. Hire me as your freelance video editor and create videos that meet your standards. Asylum 99 Studios. Release your creativity.
What's going on, Ken folks? Today, we're going to cover a topic that was brought up by RedWolf concerning the land of the rising sun, aka Japan, aka Ainu, and their pushback against the World Health Organization. One of our nemesis, right? All I have to say, really, to start this off with is, it shouldn't have took this long. People should have been on top of this within the first couple of months of the scamdemic. But seeing as how the bald herd isn't bright, here we are.
No, but you wouldn't listen. Why, you stupid fuck. Look at you now.
So let's go ahead and roll the tape. Be ready to read the subtitles.
Yada yada.
ここに我々は子供たちを守る、日本を守ることを誓う。
The Japanese are normally not inclined to protest, but thousands of them are now marching together in protest of the deadly experimental shots and the WHO pandemic treaty. They are being ignored by their government and media, and they deserve our recognition and support.
You're a bug, Mr. Wordsworth, a crawling insect, an ugly, misformed little creature who has no purpose here, no meaning.
And that would be the downfall of being a humble and dutiful people, we'll say it like that, right? Once you got your government accustomed to you not fighting back or pushing back and just doing as you're told and keeping your head down, they don't ever intend to give that power back to you.
You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
So all you can really do at that point is protest, right? Which really ain't gonna help you when you're dealing with tyranny.
人権侵害を許さないぞ。政府は有害無益の遺伝子ワクチンも廃止せよ。
そして世界の人々にこのデモの状況は伝わります。
They are launching a class action lawsuit for the families who lost loved ones to the deadly shots and for those whose lives have been destroyed. And the plaintiffs are being heard as they share their painful stories.
そして辛かったのは介護。息子が生き絶えた時、寒い霊安室の部屋の隅っこに一人で銀のアルミ缶の箱の中にいて解剖するために一日過ごしていた。あの光景が頭から離れません。忘れることができません。現実から目を背けないでください。なぜワクチン接種が中止にならないのですか。いつまでこのような状態を放置するのですか。
I'll tell you why the vaccines aren't halted. Because the vaccines was never about your health. It was about your extermination.
Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
Medical professor of Osaka City University School, Masayasu Inoue, has recently delivered a warning to the world that Japan has contracted with the WHO to develop a new vaccine for disease X, which is expected to be deployed worldwide later this year.
Come with me if you want to live.
What's going down in the year 1024? For those of you who are unaware, 2024. What happens at the end of the year? The elections. Well, random. What do the elections have to do with the rest of the world? Right now, the United States Corporation is the world leader until they pass it off to China. So, if America is working with who? And who is the rest of the world government? What does that tell you?
New World Order!
The plan was set up to shorten the time to develop vaccines, which usually takes longer than 10 years, to less than 1 year. Operation Warp Speed.
Thanks, Donald.
I should have known it was you all the time, sucker.
This operation was used to cover up the misconception of the genetic vaccines under the pretext of saving time. And an extremely dangerous medicine was selected. I believe that the fraudulent use of experimental gene therapy to healthy people, particularly to healthy children, is an extreme violation of human rights. The Japanese government is the first in the world to approve a new type of vaccine called self-replication replicon vaccine. And plans to start to supply it this fall and winter. The Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry is providing a huge amount of subsidies for this project. And the factories to produce new vaccines are being built one after another in Japan. Furthermore, the Japanese government is currently soliciting large-scale clinical trials worth $900 million from pharmaceutical companies that are taking on the challenge of developing vaccines to prepare for the next pandemic by disease X, proposed during the Davos conference this year. If Japan were to become a vaccine perpetrator, it would leave irreparable harm to future generations. Therefore, the actions of the Japanese government must be stopped by international collaborations. It is difficult to stop this movement because it is now politically hopeless to change the situation of the Japanese government.
Can you count, suckers? Because we got the streets, suckers!
Well, to be quite honest with you, it's looking like it's too late to change anything politically anywhere. The shadow government has taken control, shut down dissent as best they can anyway. And they've made it so that in your elections, in your respective countries, you can't oust them anymore. Y'all kept your head in the sand too long. And now that everything is too late and the trap door has swung shut, now people want to get up and mobilize. Well, now you're on the left with kinetic action, if you know what I mean. Ain't nothing else gonna get you free. Marching ain't gonna get you free. Suing ain't gonna get you free. They're gonna crash this fiat soon anyway, so any money you do win is gonna be worthless. We gotta think about these things. Well, we should have thought about them in the past, but now you need to think about what you're gonna do when they come back for round 2.
Message I would like to convey to the world is that when disease X occurs in the future, you should never trust the Japanese-made vaccine.
A final draft of the pandemic treaty is expected to be presented for adoption at the 77th World Health Assembly in May 2024, which will undoubtedly be setting the world up for another planned assault under the guise of World Health. Reporting for InfoWars, this is Greg Reese.
So there you have it. Japan is showing you guys that laying down ain't gonna get you out of this. That you're gonna have to get up and you're gonna have to mobilize. Now I know it's scary because you're facing an armed opposition. And I'm here to confidently say that this time around, they're not going to be asking and trying to persuade you with gifts and trinkets to get jabbed up, right? You're going to be looking down the barrel of a gun. They've already put another video out showing you that that's going to be the next course of action. You saw them talking about the COVID treaty, right? Or the pandemic treaty, whatever it's called. I didn't sign off on that, giving our government representatives permission to enter our names into such a drawing or into such a operation. When are you going to realize that the people that you put in positions that are supposed to be under you but have ended up on top of you, that this is bound to happen? Because there's a saying, power corrupts and absolute, power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, or something like that. It rings true. Because when somebody has too much power and they think they're above you, they view you as a pest to be exterminated.
To make you think you have a strength when you have no strength at all. You have nothing but spindly limbs and a dream. And the state has no use for your kind.
As we're all clearly seeing. So my best regards go out to Japan. I got a fight ahead of you, just as the rest of us do. But if I were y'all, I'd be trying to get my hands on some machining equipment. Some 3D printers.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So say good night to the bad guy. Go on.
I am a human being. I exist.
Delusions, Mr. Wordsworth. Delusions.
Send the word.